just a very, very. It's like God's kingdom on earth. You know, just you won't ever go to another place with a mixture of nice people, people that are willing to accept you no matter where you come from, no matter your race, your creed, your ethnicity. It's just a lovely melting pot of, the warmest people on the planet. Very good out here in Uganda. I definitely encourage anyone who's thinking about coming out here. I definitely encourage you to make that jump and purchase that plane ticket. And get out here and see for yourself. You definitely won't. You won't have a problem here. You'll definitely love it out here.
All right, thank you for that. So, I really like what you said about the welcoming nature of Ugandans overall. What else would you say separates Uganda from other places that you visited to?
First of all, it's a predominantly English-speaking country. So if you're from the West, specifically Canada, America, North America, you definitely feel at ease here because there's no language barrier here. So you'll fit right in and can plug right in and hit the ground running. The food here is excellent here. So if you're into cuisine, if you're a foodie like me, which I love eating, that's another plus here. You'll feel right and comfortable here. And just being accepted, there's an overall feeling of acceptance here, so you won't feel like an outsider. And that's one of the main reasons that brought me here today. I felt welcomed here, and I felt very comfortable here.
Nice, thank you for sharing
No
that.
problem.
Where are some of the places that you've traveled to in Uganda, and where are the other places that you're looking to still travel to in Uganda?
It's a very big country, Uganda, so everything's spread out. The places I've been to is Kampala, which is probably my favorite because it's actually the business capital here in this entire country.
Absolutely.
You can find anything you want in Kampala. If you can't find it in Kampala, you're not going to find it anywhere else in Uganda. And T-Bay is nice if you want to relax, and it's more chill and more laid back. It has more of a hipster vibe. You can just chill and get lost. And if you don't want to be found, probably Antigua is the best place to go to.
It's okay. Thank you.
I've been to Masaka too.
Okay. Did you enjoy Masaka?
Yes, I enjoyed Masaka. It's a little bit more. I would say it's for more the advanced traveler. You have to be ready to visit Masaka.
Gotcha.
If you're looking for 5-star hotel, you may not find it there. So I would say, get your feet wet first in Entebbe and Kampala, and then you can start venturing out to the 2nd or 3rd tier cities.
That's a good point that you just said, because those places are not for the faint of heart or for someone coming from the West.
Not at all.
It could be a culture shock.
Not at all. Yep. Definitely will be. Don't get me wrong, the people are just as pleasant as the people in Kampala and Entebbe, but I would definitely recommend you visiting the 1st tier cities first. Entebbe, Kampala, go Jinja, go visit those cities first, and then start going off to the 3rd or 4th tier cities. That's just my recommendation.
Great recommendation, man. I would agree with that. What would you say are the top 3 differences between the States and Uganda?
The differences are like most things in here are like black owned, black businesses, black hotels, black police force, black military. If you're from the West, you're probably not gonna be used to seeing that. You're used to seeing integrated military and integrated police forces. Pretty much that's non-existent out here. So to some people that will probably be a shock.
Yeah.
There is a certain element of culture shock, and that's probably one of them. The customer service here is a little bit different too. It's probably most Westerners will consider their customer service here a drop.
Yeah.
It's higher up on the Western, and down here is way down here in Uganda. So that takes some getting used to. But the more time you spend out here, you start to understand the people, you start to understand the culture, and after that, you should have a good time. You shouldn't have any problems here.
Yeah, that's a good point that you said about the customer service, and that leads to having a good temperament and being patient. I would say that's a key word because, I've had to learn to deal with that, and sometimes I get pissed off, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
this
It
ain't the
happens.
states where
It
things
happens.
happen very quickly.
Yeah.
So you sometimes just have to be more calm
Definitely.
about the way that you move about things.
Absolutely.
So
Have to be patient.
you have to be patient is the number one thing.
Definitely.
What would you say are key things that may be similar to the states about Uganda? So, things that are similar between East Coast, East Coast America compared to Uganda.
Well, all right. Well, they do have a similar hustle culture.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone hustles out here. Most people have 2 or 3 jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much similar to back home.
Mhm.
Everyone has a full-time job and they have a part-time job on weekends.
Mhm.
So I would say the hustle culture out here and the go-get-it
Mhm.
and employee culture is almost the same.
Mm.
Where it differs is like family structures.
Mhm.
Those are different. It's more family. Everyone's tight knitted out here.
Mhm.
Parents and the children, they love each other. The bond is very hard to break. Whereas
Mhm.
in the West, it's more independent.
Yeah.
Children are more,
Individualistic.
Yes, very
Yeah.
individualistic, very independent, very. I want to stand on my own island, and I want to stand on my own feet. And I don't need any crutches. But here, it's everyone comes in and helps you out.
Mhm.
And I would say those are the differences, and those are the similarities that I observed while I was here.
Mm. So similar to my journey here to Uganda, you come to Uganda every now and then and so forth. I'm gonna relocate, but you pretty much I would say are avid traveler to Uganda as
Yes,
well.
yes.
Why Uganda above all the other countries? Like what makes it so special to you in your heart?
It's a good question. It just, I don't know, I just had a calling. It wasn't really me that made the decision. I left it up to fate. And it was just, I don't know, I just had a natural draw to this country. I could have went anywhere out of the entire 53 or 54 countries in Africa, I believe. I could have went anywhere, South Africa, Senegal, Egypt. I could have went anywhere, but I don't know. It was just like an unseen force that drew me in. I really don't know how to explain it. That's the best way I can explain it. But I just I just let fate decide for me, and I can honestly tell you I have no problems with the decision of coming here. I think it was an absolute gem of a find here. I'm having the best time of my life here. Again, the people are very nice and welcoming.
Yes.
And I just love it. I definitely encourage more Americans, more people from the West, who are North America, South America, Canada, to come out here and visit it for themselves. And you will definitely see what I mean when I tell you that this place is like no other place on the planet. It's a great country, and I hope the future of Uganda is bright, and I hope Uganda is here on this with us forever. I just love it out here.
Yeah, good point, man. And
No problem.
thank you for sharing your thoughts,
No
Mike.
problem, sir. No
all right, you have a good day, all right, sir?
All right,
all right,
take care.
peace, man.
All right.